Have you ever noticed that when someone yawns, you suddenly feel like yawning too? It happens at school, at work, or even while watching a video. But have you ever wondered, why do we yawn? Let's find out in our channel, Things Everyone Should Know, where we explore useful knowledge, interesting facts, and curious things about the world around us. Yawning is one of the most common behaviors in humans. Everyone does it, babies, adults, and even animals. But surprisingly, scientists are still trying to fully understand why it happens. For many years, people believed yawning happens because our body needs more oxygen. The idea was that when we feel tired, our breathing slows down, and yawning helps bring more oxygen into the body. However, modern research shows that this explanation may not be completely true. One of the most accepted theories today is that yawning helps cool the brain. When we yawn, we take a deep breath and stretch our jaw muscles. This movement increases blood flow and allows cooler air to enter the body. As a result, the temperature of the brain slightly decreases, which helps us feel more alert. But yawning has another fascinating mystery: contagious yawning. If you see someone yawn, hear someone yawn, or even read about yawning, you might suddenly feel the urge to yawn too. Scientists believe this happens because of something called empathy. Our brains are naturally wired to imitate the behavior of others, especially people we feel connected to. That's why contagious yawning often happens among friends, family members, or people close to us. Interestingly, humans are not the only creatures that yawn. Many animals yawn too, including dogs, cats, lions, and even birds. This suggests that yawning may play an important role in regulating alertness and communication among living beings. But yawning may have even more interesting purposes. Scientists believe yawning may also help the body stay alert and focused. When we feel sleepy or bored, the brain becomes slightly less active. Yawning might act as a small reset, helping the brain become more attentive again. This is why yawning often happens during moments when our attention drops, for example during long meetings, late-night studying, or while sitting quietly for a long time. Another fascinating fact is that yawning is strongly connected to sleep cycles. Most people yawn more frequently before going to sleep and after waking up. These moments are when the body is transitioning between states of alertness and rest. Yawning may help the brain adjust during these transitions. Interestingly, researchers have discovered that contagious yawning is related to brain development. Young children usually do not experience contagious yawning until around the age of 4 or 5. Scientists believe this is because the brain regions responsible for social awareness and empathy are still developing in younger children. Once these brain areas mature, contagious yawning becomes much more common. This connection between yawning and empathy has led researchers to study yawning in different social situations. Studies have shown that people are more likely to catch a yawn from family members and close friends than from strangers. This suggests that the stronger the emotional connection between people, the more likely contagious yawning will occur. Yawning can also provide clues about brain health. Some medical researchers study yawning patterns to understand certain neurological conditions. In some cases, excessive yawning can be associated with fatigue, stress, or changes in brain activity. However, occasional yawning is completely normal and healthy. Another surprising fact is that yawning happens in many animals across the animal kingdom. Lions often yawn before hunting. Birds sometimes yawn while resting on branches. Even reptiles like snakes have been observed yawning. In some species, yawning may act as a social signal. For example, in groups of animals, yawning can signal relaxation, tiredness, or change in activity. This shows that yawning may serve multiple purposes, from brain cooling to communication. Even though scientists have studied yawning for many years, it still remains a partly mysterious behavior. Sometimes the simplest things our bodies do every day can have surprisingly complex explanations. So the next time you find yourself yawning, remember that it might be helping your brain stay cool, alert, and balanced. And if someone nearby yawns, you might feel the urge too. Because yawning is one of the small but fascinating behaviors that connect humans and animals alike. So the next time you yawn, remember, your body might simply be trying to wake up your brain. And if someone near you yawns, don't be surprised if you do the same. Thank you for watching this video on Things Everyone Should Know. I hope you learned something new today. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel for more interesting facts and useful knowledge. And here's something important. What topic would you like to learn about next? Let me know your suggestions in the comments below, and your idea might be featured in our next video, because there are many amazing things in the world, and they are things everyone should know.